just knowing about what happened on 7th October 1954 when Baba discarded his alphabet board. We know Baba held important meeting in Mehrabad on 29th, 30th September 1954 called the Final Declaration. And Baba, immediately after that, uh, he left for Satara. And that was on 5th October, Baba left. And 7th October, Baba discarded his alphabet board in Satara. We know Baba always used to say, and it is but natural because he is in each and every one. Baba said, I am in sinners and saints. So it's not a idle talk, but he, throughout his life, he gave equal treatment to each and every one, even sinners and saints. After New Life, also, Baba bowed down to the so called sadhus who are adopting that as a profession for um, eking out their livelihood easily without making any effort or labor. So, on 5th October, Baba started from Mehrazad to Satara. Baba and Mandli were in one car and others in other car. But Baba at Pune he broke his journey and he went to Eravada Central Prison to see a convict there. His name was Beli Firoz Randelia, 35 years old, young man. He had he was a devotee of Upasni Maharaj in the beginning. He quit his studies and he lived in Sakori for a number of months before and after Upasni Maharaj died in 1941. So this young man was very emotional and also very um, harsh, and his unbalanced mind he had. So with an irritable temperament. He had a brother by name Noshir. He was a student at Bombay College and also used to visit Maharaj. What happened there was he used to vie with his brother, um, competing with him in each and everything, but he thought that uh, Maharaj and later his parents loved Noshir more, um, and than him. And his father, he wanted to send Noshir to America for higher studies. This Beli could not bear, so he began hating his brother, and the animosity grew to such an extent that in 1945, um, he killed his brother by strangling his neck, and on his neck, he pressed his neck and uh, caused his death. In a fit of jealousy, Bailey had murdered him. So he did that in emotion, but thereafter he was very worried, and he went away from house and wandering. Next 8 months, he roamed about undetected by the police. Uh, he had heard of Meher Baba during that period. He was roaming here and there to avoid his arrest by police. So Because he was already devotee of Upasni Maharaj, so he heard about Meher Baba, and by the time Upasni Maharaj dropped his body, so he tried to meet Meher Baba. Baba was always on mast tours. That was the year 1945. Was very Baba was going around extensively for his mast work. So he did not get opportunity to meet Baba. So Beli stayed in Ahmednagar, and one day he met Baba on his return from mast tour. So Beli met Baba and confessed his crime sincerely and repented for it. By the time he repented to have done in emotion to have killed his brother. So Baba comforted him and advised him not to worry but to surrender to the police. He accepted it. Uh, and Baba said, you surrender and accept all consequences uh, in his trial and conviction. So, um, without fear, because you have done it, you should not fear the punishment for that. And Baba said to him, my nazar will be on you. Baba assured him, and Bailey obeyed and surrendered to the police on 31st January 1946. He did that. He murdered his brother in May, and in January, till then, police could not caught him, could not catch him. But he himself surrendered on 31st January 1946. 31st January, so important also. So he was convicted for murder and sent to Eravada prison for life. Then, from that day onwards, when he was convicted, and because he accepted the offense and the murder, and it took not much time. He was convicted and he was sent to Eravada prison on life imprisonment. So Beli used to write to Baba um, frequently, but in one reply, Baba told him, I love saints as much as I love sinners. Because he was asking Baba, Baba, I want to see you, I want to see you. I am in the prison. Um, so, because he thought that because he was a sinner, Baba was not caring for him. So, Baba says to him, I love saints as much as I love sinners. I love you. It is never too late or too much to love God. Think as much as you can about Baba and as little as possible about yourself. And this is what generally happens. Any person doing some bad things, he will be always thinking about that. Here, Baba advises such people, think as much as you can about Baba and as little as possible about yourself. Means your weaknesses, your bad actions. Don't think about them, but think about Baba. So, time and again, Bailey wrote that he was longing for darshan, and he asked for Baba's books. In prison, he started reading Baba's books, and Baba used to send him replies, letters from. But Baba received letters almost every day, like that. Bailey came pouring in requesting darshan. He was reading books, he was thinking of Baba, but he wanted to have Baba's darshan, and he continuously wrote to Baba. Baba agreed, provided that the authorities allow the prisoner to have darshan. Through Adi Senior, it was arranged. Adi Senior and Sarosh, they were influenced people. So Adi Senior went, met the officers, and arranged for the meeting. And that meeting was while Baba was going from Mehrazad to Satara. And on 5th October 1954, Baba arrived at Yerwada jail 9 a.m. And on that occasion, lovers from Pune, Barsi, Ahmednagar, and Gujarat also they utilized that occasion. They also came to jail, and Baba was first met by the prison officials. They also thought that it was their fortune that Baba was coming to their jail. So they arranged Baba's darshan there. First, the officials received Baba respect and honor. And they received him with utmost respect and reverence. Reception was arranged, and the superintendent of the prison, he was also highly gratified, and he was happy about their opportunity to have Baba's darshan. Then, after the officers and staff of the jail, they had Baba's darshan. Then Beli was allowed to have Baba's darshan, and an exclusive, a separate room was arranged for him to have Baba's darshan. Beli was allowed exclusive interview. Why are you so impatient? Baba asked him. So here you have been given the best chance to remember me. We think that jail, it was a sort of unfortunate thing, but Baba says, here you have been given the best chance to remember me. Do as the jail officials say, and if you carry out my orders, I will be happy with you. He advised him also, like a student, to obey his teachers. Here also Baba said, you obey your jail officials and obey them, and carry out my orders. If you carry out, I will be happy. Even the jail officials who heard that Baba advising him to obey them, they were also very thankful to Baba, as Beli had been a troublesome prisoner for them because he was emotional. Uh, So by this, having Baba's darshan and jail people arranging a separate room for him to meet Baba and to be with him for some time, he was happy, and he was overjoyed with love and devotion. With folded hands, said, "This is the most joyous day of my life, because Baba came to jail and gave him darshan, and because of him, the jail officials and staff, they had also Baba's darshan." So he was sitting on the floor, and Baba in a chair in a separate, specially decorated room. They decorated the room because Baba was to sit there. So Baba gave him a few more words of advice, embraced him, and their photograph was taken. On parting, Beli got another embrace from Baba. He, while parting also, Baba embraced him again. So, who left the prison at 11 o'clock? Baba went there at 9 and stayed there for 2 hours. So, for him, a prisoner, a convict, Baba, he was also, Baba treated him like a saint. So, in Satara, Baba, from there, Erwada prison, after advising him, after giving him his embrace twice in the beginning and while parting. So Baba left the prison and went to Satara. Baba again resided there. Baba's um, residence. There were two bungalows. One Grafton bungalow where women used to stay, and Baba also used to stay with women. And the men mandli were in Rosewood bungalow. And Baba would go to Rosewood from Grafton twice a day. On Wednesday, 6th October 1954, Baba instructed the Mandali, I and you all will keep awake until midnight tomorrow. From 1 p.m. to midnight, everyone should fast on only water, and at 9 p.m. take only coffee. All should gather in Rosewood tomorrow at 6 a.m. after ablutions and a bath. So that was 7th October, Baba's discarding of his alphabet board. So Baba gave these instructions to Mandali to fast. And on 7th, Dhake was instructed to come to Satara from Ahmednagar, and Jal Bhai from Pune, and both arrived early. On that day, it was Dasara. Here we had Dasara on 5th, but in 1954, Dasara was on 7th October, and was the custom. The horse Sheba was brought to Rosewood fully decorated with flower garlands. According to Baba's wish, Rano was dressed as a groom to present the queen of Sheba, which further amused Baba. So that day was also anniversary of Dasara. We know Shirdi Sai Baba in 1918 he dropped his body. So that day in Shirdi also they celebrate. Baba sent a telegram on 7th October to Shirdi. What did it say? The ancient one, Avatar Meher Baba, sends homage to Sai Baba, the Guru, God incarnate Sai Baba. So he remembered his perfect master, his Guru, and sent a telegram because that was the day Mahaniryan of Shirdi Sai Baba. So many people came to Satara on 7th. Um, Many were not called, but those who came, they were there. Adi and Rhoda Dubash, they came from Karachi. Um, so Baba said, "Are not you satisfied yet? Since you stayed with me in Mehrabad for so many days, perhaps Rhoda has brought you here." So Baba asked them, "You are in Mehrabad because 3 incredible weeks also um, was spent there in Mehrabad, Ahmednagar, and Mehrazad before that final declaration meeting. Today, I have taken a bath after 3 months." Baba confessed to Baba used to say everything to Mandli. He said, after 3 months today, I have taken a bath. So I don't want you to embrace me. If you do so, I will have to take another bath, and I am already feverish. So that day, um, girls to school, Baba received a letter, and he dictated a reply to that. Girls should be taught so that they may diffuse love at home and everywhere. So, women, they um, should be they are known to diffuse love at home and everywhere. So Baba said that message to the girls, and Rhoda and Adi, Baba just was humorous with them. He asked Adi, "How is Rhoda as a wife?" And Adi said, "Adi Dubash, A1." Adi replied. Baba asked Rhoda also about, and she said A1. Baba informed the principal of girls' college. Now there is no need for any message. Let Adi and Rhoda mount the stage during the school assembly as an example of an ideal couple. So he made humor with them and also told about their love. And so on that day, exactly at 2 p.m., Baba went to Rosewood from Grafton. Kumar and Aloba Bhau were with him. Um, Baba brought 3 alphabet boards with him, one made of plywood, one plastic, and the other cardboard. The plywood board he presented to Kumar and the plastic one to Dhake, telling them to preserve them well. The third alphabet board made of cardboard, which Baba had used much during the past years, um, had printed letters and numerals pasted on it. The zero of the board was partially torn off, but a portion of it was still hanging on. So that the board which Baba used much, the zero, three-fourth of the zero was wiped out, and only one-fourth was hanging to it. The paint. Baba remarked, I have been using this board quite roughly, and still the zero is suspended to it. Due to a broken piece, three-fourths of the zero on the board is wiped out. One-fourth is saved. If this dangling piece separates from the board, many things will happen and it will be best for the world. See, everything has a significance in Baba's life. Every moment has connection with the world's events. So here Baba says that one-fourth hanging, if it also is separated, it will be best for the world. And that he told, and this board Baba gave it to Savak Kotwal. When he threw it, that hanging portion also dropped, and Baba got it. Um, it was given to Savak Kotwal. Afterwards, when Baba came again, he asked, what have you done to that? And he said, I have preserved it in my trunk. And Baba said, had I been in your place, I would have cut a piece out of my flesh and kept the piece there. Do you really want it? Then he was frightened, and he voluntarily gave it back to Baba. So that was the instance which Baba explained about this importance of his alphabet board also. Avtar Meher Baba ki jai. Jai Baba.